Alright, howdy folks. So today we are checking out something I am very excited for, the upcoming Reality Mod for Battlefield 3. Now the devs behind the mod just released a gameplay reveal, which combined with their website gives us a really good idea of what to expect when a Reality Mod or RM will go live to the public. So before we get into the details, I'll give a quick overview of what the team behind RM is trying to accomplish. The idea is to make players value each life more, with them relying on their teammates while also creating a more realistic and immersive experience. The developers state that they want to preserve what made Project Reality for Battlefield 2 great, while adding on to that formula with their own improvements. Expect things like servers with 100+ player slots, in-game VoIP with positional audio, dynamic weather, and a 24-hour day and night cycle, to just name a few. Now before we get into the rest of the video, let's take a quick look at some of the gameplay reveal that they just released, and I'll be right back.
Push around south, maybe to the fob. I want to push to the marker. They're in contact. Oh shit, they got wiped. They got completely wiped up close.
Squad lead, what should I do?
Support them. We move to the marker and then we push and help them. Let's go. Or actually push to the marker directly. We support them close quarters. Let's go. They got completely fucking wiped. Holy shit.
Enemy on me.
Who's me?
Done.
Okay, that's on the marker. Okay, I have contacts in front. On me. Gone. Enemies in the building on the marker. The ground floor marker. You good, down?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna toss some grenades there as well. Behind the container. Oh, in the building, in the
Shoot a
building.
rocket into their building.
Yeah, in the building. Please do that now. Shoot another one if you can. Blow up that wall.
Smoke out. Reloading.
Perfect. Grenade out. I'm gonna need a medic. Trey, can you get me? Yeah, I'm covering. Should be pretty. Okay, guys, I want us to push and get getting control of that building. Let's go. Fire as well. Let's go. Don, you have a very interesting strategy.
Keeping fire as a priority.
Yeah, I guess. Alright, let's go. Ah, it looks good.
There are a lot of them in here.
Yeah, holy shit, yeah. Good rocket. Killed one. They were just outside. Okay, clear the hill. There's still enemies on top here.
So after giving you a quick overview and showing some of the gameplay, now I think we should check out their website, as it is a complete list of all of their planned features and a roadmap. I'd recommend taking a look at this yourself, since there is a lot to take in. Though not so much a planned feature, but more of an inherent benefit of using Battlefield 3 is the engine upgrade over the one used in Battlefield 2. Now, Battlefield 3 runs on the Frostbite engine, which is an enormous improvement over Battlefield 2 Refractor engine. I actually asked one of the developers behind the Reality Mod for some input regarding the differences between the two game engines. He laughed and said literally everything was an improvement. Now, personally, I'm really excited to see more destruction and, of course, better visuals, but also upgrades in the sound department, as they mention multiple times here on their website. Vehicle physics, their damage models, and handling will all be changed and tweaked to better fit the vision of a more realistic experience. A huge thing that is honestly very awesome to me is the idea to make vehicles multi-crew. So no longer can you both drive and gun a tank by yourself, you'll actually need a dedicated driver and dedicated gunner to operate a tank effectively. They're also going to introduce a new spawning system. No longer can you spawn on your squad mates 10 feet away from enemy players right behind a wall. Much like Squad or Project Reality, you can spawn on rally points, squad-based respawn, or FOBs for the entire team. Which brings us to another point. Because FOBs are so important for the entire team to respawn on, they have to be protected. Mortars, sandbags, anti-air guns, and tow anti-tank launchers can be constructed to protect important locations such as FOBs on the map. So initially, RM will launch using a lot of Battlefield 3 vanilla, which means unmodded models, skins, and assets, though later in the development process, the developers want to add their own custom maps, game modes, weapon models, assets, and skins. Now last but not least, I swear this has basically become a meme at this point, but Battlefield 3 had this blue tint, and thank God the guys behind RM are going to be removing that, as well as changing and upgrading a lot of visual aspects of the game. One of the things I already mentioned is this day and night cycle, as well as having dynamic weather. There are a couple of screenshots on their website that really showcase this. It'll be interesting to start a battle in the late afternoon with overcast, which will then move towards the battle taking place at night with a heavy thunderstorm going on. One thing of note, I'm not sure how this would work, but the developers want to release a fully integrated map editor, allowing the community to make custom maps directly in-game. Now that's not too crazy, but the crazy part is that they say multiple people can edit a map at the same time. Those were just a few of their planned features. I again recommend you check the full list on their website, which I'll link in the description. Now, what can you expect to play when version 0.1 gets released to the public? I'll just name a few here. A customized spawn system, so actually using those FOBs and rally points instead of being able to spawn on squad mates directly. An overhaul to the gunplay with changes to recoil and damage. I expect these to be adjusted more towards realism, so more or a definitely different recoil from vanilla Battlefield with a higher damage per bullet, as well as the removal of all suppression effects other than the visual aspect of suppression, so your screen will go blurry. 9 pre-fixed kits per faction, with 2 factions at release, the US Marines and the Russian Army. They will be equipped with transport vehicles found in vanilla Battlefield 3. They do want to add more vehicles later on during the development. Version 0.1 Plus will just basically see a general touch-up on everything mentioned above, as well as they want to add those new vehicles like armor, air, and other land vehicles. This might be the version I'm really looking forward to, because this will also include custom maps, the commander role, and the map editor I just talked about. This is a bunch of information I'm just dropping in your lap. Of course, it's not weird to have a few questions. Now, luckily the team behind RM anticipated that with an FAQ on their website, which they split into a technical and a gameplay section. So from the technical questions, I think some of the more important things to take away are that the mod will be released when the devs think it's good to go. They do say they feel it's already 99% of the way there. And even though their goals are to make RM feel more like Project Reality and Squad, the initial releases will be more arcade or Battlefield 3 vanilla-ish, while they polish that initial release and work towards getting more vehicles added. This question seems to pop up all the time, whether it's mods or games or whatever. Yes, this mod will be free to download, but you will need to have a copy of Battlefield 3 with all the DLCs, either the Origin or Steam version. Now, a cool thing here is that the mod will not change any game files. You can still launch vanilla Battlefield 3 and still play on just regular Battlefield 3 vanilla servers. The initial size for the mod will only be about 50 megabytes, which I personally think is awesome. There won't be much time wasted downloading when you want to play with your buddies. I should mention here before we get to the gameplay questions, if you want to support the developers directly, they do have a Patreon. I will also link that in the description. Just a few gameplay questions. As mentioned before, expect the gameplay to be more along the lines of Project Reality or Squad, especially after the initial few releases. after the initial releases, but with a nice change from vanilla Battlefield 3, where RM will support 100 players per server. Initially, the mod will be shipped with the famous Assault and Secure game mode, although they are planning an Insurgency game mode to come later as well. According to the devs, they've been working on the tools to modify the Frostbite engine for almost 4 years now, and they only started working on the gameplay part of the Reality Mod recently. It will definitely take them some time to figure out how certain game mechanics will work and how to implement them correctly. For example, leaning and free look are definitely planned or even already in the works, but these are currently buggy and not 100% finished yet. I can honestly say I am very excited about this. Battlefield 2 and Project Reality specifically were my jam back in the day, and to see what amounts to basically Project Reality 2.0 on the Frostbite engine is just a dream come true. I can only wish the RM developer team all the luck in their endeavors, and that we may have a playable version of this coming to the public very soon. For now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.